Hi everyone, I'm Michael Uriarty or Dr. Mike, and welcome to Technique Talk, the MYK system, and more. This is episode 36 in our series, and today we're going to talk about and more. And that more is mastering the art of action, turning goals into results. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I have a lot more videos coming. If there is something that you're aiming for in any area of your life, this series is what you need. Let's dive in. In episode 34, we talked about having a specific goal and how to make SMART goals. Now, a SMART goal, to recap, specific, S, right? M, measurable. A, achievable. R, relevant. And T, time-based. So that's a SMART goal. So if you have a specific goal, not a wish being, something generic, I want to lose weight, I want to make more money. You have to make a specific goal and say something like, I want to lose 15 pounds in the next 15 days. So with this one, you have a specific goal. I want to lose 15 pounds, right? And it's measurable, 15 pounds. And it's time-based. You said 15 days, but is it achievable? Is it really achievable to lose 15 pounds in 15 days? I'm going to say no. So you still need to make it something that you believe you can obtain. Oh, you thought I was going to say achieve? I know, because achieve rhymes with believe, and I know that's where you thought I was going with that, but I went with obtain, just to keep you on your toes. Okay. All right. So we have our goal or goals, and now we have to take some action. I'm going to take you back to the mid-90s for this one, so go grab some popcorn, be ready, settle in on this one. Once I graduated from school and then got into practice, I basically set my work schedule in 15-minute increments. I then carried that over into my personal life as well. So basically, I plan things in 15-minute increments. You know how you can have a conversation with someone and you get an idea and you think, oh man, that's a good idea. I think I should look into this further. Then your mind returns to the conversation, and a little while later you go, what was that great idea that I had earlier? And you can't remember it, and it's frustrating. So to prevent that from happening, you have to take action on any thought right away. It doesn't have to be massive action right in that moment. It can be simple. It can be as simple as making a note on your phone or jotting down the idea on a piece of paper. Let's stay with this scenario. So later you go home, and I would say to myself, do I have 15 minutes to go to the library to see if I can find more information on this subject? Yeah, you heard that right, because way back when, the only way that we could find out more information was to dig into the Dewey Decimal System. Oh, how quickly we forget how hard life used to be back in the day. If you wanted information, you had to actually leave your house. Okay, today, I have an outboard brain in my hand, and I can ask it questions all the time, and it's actually getting better and better at answering my questions. So I used to live my life taking action by asking myself, do I have 15 minutes to put into this project right now? And I did this for almost 20 years, and it worked really well for me. And I was able to accomplish a lot of things. Then in 2015, something happened. I'm not going to go into the full story here, but I was going to the airport and I wanted to leave the house at 3 a.m. And as I turned to look at the clock, as I was getting ready to walk down the stairs, it said 3:08. And I thought, only 8 minutes. I'm good. Well, by the grace of God, I missed a head-on collision with a drunk driver on my way to the airport. In another talk, I will give you the full story of that. But for now, what came from that incident was I started asking myself, not do I have 15 minutes, but do I have 8 minutes? And I started living my life now in 8-minute increments. Do I have 8 minutes to look up this question? Do I have 8 minutes to start that email? I don't have to finish it. I just have to start it. Do I have 8 minutes to make that phone call? And after a few months of doing this, I noticed that I was getting even more and more stuff done. So I started asking myself, do I have 4 minutes? And after a few more months, I started saying, well, do I have 2 minutes? And today, I have it down to where now I say, do I have a minute? Do I have a minute to write this down, to look this up, to call that person, to send that note, whatever it is? Do I have 1 minute to at least get started on it? Have you ever read or listened to any of Mel Robbins' books? Now, I like audiobooks because I can listen to them and I can go for a walk. I figure, I can get my exercise for my body and my brain at the same time. Now, her audiobooks, in my opinion, are phenomenal. She knows how to use her voice, the inflection, the tone, to keep you glued to what she's saying. She is a master at that. And so one of her books, I've gotten a lot of her books, but one of her books was The 5-Second Rule. And I actually loved that book. And here is her book in a nutshell and in one example, okay? So let's say that you always hit the snooze button on the alarm clock in the morning. And it's frustrating because you're always rushing to get to work. So you tell yourself that you're going to make a change, and tomorrow you're not going to hit the snooze button. Well, tomorrow comes, the alarm goes off, and inside your head you say, screw that, I'm exhausted. I'm rolling back over and I'm going to get some more shut-eye. Then you get up later and you're disappointed in yourself that you didn't hold yourself to the standard that you set. So what Mel says is count backwards from 5. And it's better to count backwards from 5 than to count up from 1, because counting backwards is the same as what they do when they launch a rocket ship. So now in the morning, the alarm goes off and your first thought is, screw this. But then you start the countdown. And when you hit 1, it's time to blast off and get your rear end out of bed. So you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you roll out of bed and get moving. Then you continue to do this every day until you begin to enjoy getting up early. It happens. Trust me. So you can get to where you really enjoy getting up early. So you can use this countdown on everything. Oh, I just got home from work and I'm tired, but I'm supposed to do that workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go do the workout. So what is it? Is it magic? No, it's just a novel way to get yourself to take action. It's just like when I would ask myself, do I have 15 minutes, 8 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes? And now I ask myself, and I actually ask myself like I'm talking to somebody else, hey, you got a minute? Even if you're rushing around in the office, if somebody asks you, hey, you got a minute? The other person may respond with a sigh, like, but it's usually followed with, yeah, what do you got? So we just need to get ourselves into the habit of just doing something. The hard times are when it's just us. There's nobody else around to really hold us accountable. That's when we have to be strong and make ourselves do it. If you have to go somewhere because others are counting on you to show up, it's easier to kind of get your butt out the door, right? So some of us would like to start a side job, and we have a really good idea, but we're working one job, and then we get home and we have some time to work on our dream job. But so many of us don't jump on that time. And we say, well, tonight's my favorite TV show, or, this is the time that I spend with my loved one or loved ones. And you can easily get home and start a new habit. And you could say, like, hey, the first 30 minutes when I walk in the door is now going to be devoted to me working on my dream job. If you have little kids, then maybe it's right after I put them down for the night, I need 30 minutes to work on my dream job. And once you find 10 hours on a single project. 10 hours is 30 minutes a day, Monday through Friday, for 1 month. And so you find 10 hours on a single project, you're going to see the traction that you have and the progress that you've made. And all of a sudden, you find more time Monday through Friday and even some time on the weekends. So what happens if we don't take any action? The same thing that always happens. You get a little guilty feeling inside because you know that you could have done something, but instead you chose to do nothing. And then over time, you start getting a little irritable. If you want your family, your friends, your co-workers to be happy when they're around you, you just need to make some time for yourself to go after some of your own goals. Maybe that 30 minutes for you is for you to get that workout in. Maybe it's to study a second language or to learn how to play an instrument or twirl a baton, whatever it is. You're making time for you, and you have to do this. But all you have to do is start one time. Take action one time. We're going to talk about how many people get stuck in the how next time. So set your goal. Make it measurable. Make it achievable. Make it relevant to you and put a time limit on it. And then go do something about it. Hey, you got a minute? If you made it this far, smile.